Hello there, and welcome to the Lung Kong English Channel, Episode 13, for the 31st of January 2024, and the topic, Staying Positive. Alright, we'll get started with some little talking about staying positive. As always, you have some extra reading on your worksheet, and you can read this later as some nice practice. For now, just enjoy the show. We've already covered this topic on the English channel. On episode 6, we talked about optimism. A key point of that video was that being realistic is an important part of optimism. And calling a bad thing a good thing is just denying reality, and it doesn't help. For example, can this fish climb the tree? Should this fish be upset that it can't climb a tree? Of course not. This fish will be very sad if it thinks about how bad it is at climbing trees. It will be a lot easier for the fish to be positive about something it really can do, like swimming around. So, besides setting realistic goals for ourselves, what else can we do to stay positive? One thing experts recommend is to practice gratitude, giving thanks to people, but we'll cover that later. Another thing experts recommend is to practice self-care. In this picture, self-care is actually the lowest thing, the first thing we need. It means sleeping enough, and for people of your age, it's about 8 to 10 hours. For the rest of us, maybe just 7 is enough. It also means eating well. Somehow, it seems hardest to sleep when you're stressed and need sleep the most. But sleeping well helps your brain keep you happy. I think it is important to remember that the topic this week is staying positive, not becoming positive. If you think about it with some knowledge, it is easier to keep things the same than to make big changes. It's the same for positivity. Good self-care habits make it a lot easier to stay positive. So let's make the most of our upcoming New Year break. The new year is a great time to take care of ourselves. It's a great time to eat well and spend time with loved ones and get enough sleep. All of which can help us stay positive. That's been a little sharing about staying positive.
And now,
Real talk.
That's right, it's time for Real Talk, and this week I have some idioms about staying positive. The first is to look on the bright side. And in the picture, you've got a rainy side and a sunny side. Look on the sunny side, look on the bright side. This means to see the good parts of a bad situation. So you've got this turtle flipped over, which isn't very good for turtles. But they're looking at the bright side, and they feel like they are flying. An example sentence might be, the DSE is coming soon. But looking on the bright side, Form 6 students will finally be done studying. The next idiom is light at the end of the tunnel. And this is something that gives you hope that hard times will end soon. An example sentence might be, in 2021, new vaccines were a light at the end of the COVID tunnel. In Hong Kong, we had some COVID restrictions and lots of testing. But once we got those vaccines, we could imagine coming back to normal. Many people walking around without masks like they did before COVID. If you think of COVID as a dark time, when the vaccines came out, that gave us a little bit of light. It gave us some hope that we could go back to normal. My last idiom is to hang in there. This just means to not give up or to not quit. An example sentence might be, I watched the first season of the show. It's so boring. And your friend might tell you, hang in there. The show gets really good in the second season. The friend is saying, don't quit. Keep going. It will be good. Hang in there is not always so serious. It's often for lighter situations. It just means don't quit. Keep going. I hope you found these 3 idioms useful. We had to look on the bright side, light at the end of the tunnel, and to hang in there. And this has been
Real talk.
All right, finally, it is time for the weekly mission. It's your chance to participate and maybe win a prize. After you write your information on the front, you cut off the worksheet and you write your answer. Place it in my box on the second floor. And if you share a correct answer by 4:30 p.m. on Friday, you'll be part of a lucky draw. Remember, you can also do flip. Hopefully this topic is nice and easy compared to some of our earlier ones. When things are difficult now, it's often helpful to think about what can happen later, to look at the light at the end of the tunnel. So I wonder, what is something that you think will happen later? What good thing will happen? When do you think this good thing will happen? If you want to get positive, you can look to the future and think about what good thing will happen. So share your good thing, tell me what it is, and when it will happen, you might win a prize. And now it's time for the winner's circle. And we've got our winning answers from last week about Steam. The winners for last week are, for the lucky draw, it was Asuka from 3D, that's number 12. On flip, one more time, we've got Thomas from 1C. I hope we see more flips in the future. And my favorite answer came from Samuel, 3C, number 27. He said he likes to look at art in the school toilet. And I come from a town that makes a lot of toilets. The museum in my hometown has some very artistic toilets, like this. So I imagine this must be what Samuel's talking about. I guess we'll just have to check out the boys' toilet and see if the art is as beautiful as this. All right, thank you, winners. Please find me in the English room after school today to claim your prize. If not today, another day, fine. Just find me soon. And thank you to all who tried this week. That's all. This has been the Long Kong English Channel. Thanks for watching.